preschoolers. This week we are going to be talking about different kinds of animals. And the first animal that we'll talk about is birds. And I have a book today called Bird's Nest. So we'll find out a little bit about birds and how they build their nests. And here they are. High in the sky, up in the trees. Some birds flying in the sky and some are in their homes in the trees. This one is a woodpecker. And a woodpecker will peck with its beak to get insects in the tree that it can eat. And it also looks like this woodpecker might be feeding some baby birds that are in the tree. There are all kinds of birds. Here they come now. Do you know what any of these birds are? There's one we learned about. There's an owl. And you might have seen this one before. That's a mallard duck. And sometimes when I walk around a pond not too far from my house, I see those. I'm going to put my glasses on so I can read the names of these. Yep, that's a snowy owl, mallard duck, and this little tiny one is called a hummingbird. High in the branches, up in the trees. Here's one that we have where we live. This is called a chickadee. They build their nests. They build their homes. And these are two more birds that are where we live. This bright red one is called a cardinal. So the male bird or the daddy bird is red, and then the female or the mama bird is more brown. And we know what this bird is called. Do you remember? Robin, that's right. So they're building nests in the tree. High near a rooftop, look up and see. Oh, these birds are flying around the barn. Up by the roof. Maybe that's where they build their nests. This bird, this is called a swallow, makes a nest from mud and straw. I think swallows sometimes make their nests up near the roofs of barns, and they use mud and put some straw in there. Make a nest like that. That's kind of neat. Down in the reeds, look and see. Oh, this bird is called a tern. And look at this nest. It's down in the grass, right by the water. And you can barely see it, but I can see the eggs inside that nest. So that one's down in the ground. And this bird makes a nest that hangs from a tree. This bird is called a Baltimore oriole. And look at how this nest hangs from the tree. Kind of looks like a long pouch. Some birds weave their nests. These birds are called baya weavers. So they're weaving whatever they're using, maybe straw or something, to make their nest. And other nests can float. This is called a giant grebe, and the nest floats in the water. It's kind of neat. Why do birds build nests? What are they for? What do you think nests are for? Let's see. Nests keep eggs safe. They help keep eggs warm. So here are some birds' nests with eggs in them. And what do you think is inside those eggs? Baby birds. These bright blue eggs are robin's eggs. And what other kinds of eggs are they? Oh, that's a warbler. And blue jay eggs look like that. We have blue jays where we live too. Oh, and these are woodpecker eggs. These are kind of in a nest inside the trunk of the tree, it looks like. Now the eggs hatch. The babies are born. Oh, look at those baby birds coming out of their eggs. There they are. There's the robin's eggs are hatching. And what kind of babies are these? That's right, baby ducks. High in the sky, up in the trees. Do you see the nest? Right over here. Yeah. Oh, and there's a nest down here too. Soon the babies try to fly. Can they do it? Here are some birds that do not live where we are. This one is called a toucan. And this one is a parrot. And they live in places where it's warm all the time, not here where we are. And their babies are getting ready to fly. Yes, they will fly. Look up and see. All the birds are flying off into the sky. They're leaving their nests and flying away. Well, today we are going to make a bird's nest. We're going to make a collage bird's nest. And a collage, we've done those at school. It's when we take a lot of different materials and put them together to make something. So I'm going to start with a piece of white paper and a marker. And I'm going to draw a big circle for my nest. So start out with a nice big round nest circle. And then I'm going to fill that in with different things because very often when birds build nests, they fly around and they look for things that they can find. They might get some straw, some leaves. That one bird found some mud. They also might find things that people leave behind, like string, bits of paper, and they stick them all together to make their nest. So I have some stringer paper, and I'm going to crunch that up. I'll cut a bigger piece here that I can crunch more. And I'm going to glue it into my circle for my nest. So I'm going to start with a little bit of paper. Maybe a little more. And you can look around at your house and you can find bits of paper that you can glue to make your nest. Some paper over here, kind of mix it up a little bit. Let's see. Here are some other things I found in my house too. I found a tube from a roll of toilet paper, and I'm going to cut that up and put some pieces of that in my nest. That might make it sturdy. I don't know if it'll make it very soft, but I'm going to add something in a minute to make it soft. So I'm putting some pieces of cardboard around. Whoops, need a little more glue here. That's what I have so far. And then I found something soft that would make a nice soft nest for any eggs that a bird might lay, or any little babies I found. Do you know what these are? We've used these at school. Cotton balls, that's right. So I'm going to stretch out the cotton ball, and I'm going to glue some cotton balls in my nest too, to make a nice, soft place for any eggs my bird might lay. So there is my collage nest. So you can make one at home, and you can use anything that you find, scraps of paper, little, I don't know, you could even find like tissues or cotton balls, anything that mom or dad will let you use, and then you can glue it all together to make a bird's nest. That's all for today. I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.